Skystalk is one of my favorite stories because maybe I'll have a chance in my lifetime to go up in a space elevator. That is, if someone can find billions of dollars to build one. But this story is very interesting in terms of some contemporary cultural issues it depicts, especially terrorism. So we will want to talk about how terrorism and hostage taking is depicted in the story and how action and adventure plot is being used. Gender is also very important, and also the characterization of scientists and engineers and how they're contrasted uh, unfavorably to politicians. That is, the politicians are not depicted very favorably. So the political commentary, I think, is worth considering from the point of view of what you might write in your paper about the events of Skystalk. But since it is something that could be real, I know Jeff wants to talk about its reality. Am I going to be able to go up in a space elevator, Jeff?
I hope so, and I'd like to also. It'd be a good way for us to actually get to space without having going in a rocket. And that's because the elevator actually goes from the surface of the Earth up into uh, orbit, thousands of miles above the Earth. And so you could basically just step off into a spaceship and go to Mars or something. It is theoretically a very simple, easy, and cheap way to get a lot of weight into space, because the biggest problem with launching stuff to the space station, or if you want to go to Mars, is launching a huge amount of material and getting it out of the gravity of the Earth up into space, where you can just go to the moon or Mars or
Is
something.
that escape velocity you're talking about?
Exactly, and so that's very expensive in rocket fuel. And so again, it's Newton's laws of motion, which we saw most starkly in cold equations, where if you change the mass, you need more force, more acceleration to deal with that. And so it's a very exciting concept, but as Robin was saying, probably more like trillions than billions of dollars so it would be a big investment. Once it was built, then it would be much cheaper to get into space.
Let's hope it happens in our lifetimes, and if not, at least in yours.
I hope so.